What is up, YouTube? So today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you need for deployment. These are 5 things that I personally need every deployment or underway or whatever, and things that I wish I knew before going to the ship that I had to kind of learn on my own. I'm going to leave the link for some of the things that I talk about in the description for if you want to get it for yourself. Number 1, the Croc. Everybody that knows me knows I have like 6 pairs of Crocs. Like, I love Crocs, but hear me out, right? Crocs are essential. Like, you don't want your feet touching the ground in the shower. And if you have like regular shower shoes or Nike slides or something like that, when the ship's rocking, you're gonna be slipping and sliding, and your toes might come out or something, or you might slip out your slippers, and like now you're just gonna have a bad day, right? But with Crocs, they're open enough that you could get water through them, but they're not gonna slide off your feet. So you can still wash your feet, do everything, but you don't have to worry about your feet slipping out and you possibly just getting bodied, or your feet touching the ground in the shower and now you got cut off your whole foot because the shower floors are disgusting. And another thing, Crocs are also, since they're rubber, they dry really quickly compared to like the slides that are like cotton and all this stuff that takes forever to dry. And when you pull into port and you hit beaches and stuff, you can wear your Crocs to the beach. They're easy to clean and stylish. So Crocs is like my number 1. Number 2, I learned this the hard way. You should always have a battle roll, because when they clean the berthings and they clean the heads and all that stuff, sometimes they don't put more toilet paper out. Like, sometimes it's laziness, sometimes it's just they can't get to the cleaning gear locker to get more. And then you end up being that guy that has diarrhea or just goes to take like a dump or something, and you realize none of the stalls have toilet paper.
Time to take a poop. Reach for the toilet paper. Nothing but cardboard.
And now you're just having a horrible day, and you either gotta go all the way to the other berthing, like practically dying because you're holding in your poop, or you just gotta take a L and figure it out, or just poop and then go take a shower right after. And it's a very defeating moment, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you will feel, yeah. But how to obtain these battle rolls, you may say. What I did, I'm not gonna lie, I waited for them to put a bunch out and I grabbed like 2 or 3 of them and I just put them in my rack and called it a day. But if you're cool with BMs or supply or something, you could probably just finesse some with no problem. That's probably the easiest way to get them, because we can't have like our own toilet paper or like wipes or anything on the ship. So you gotta get the ship issued one. So number 3, I would say food, because ship food, they have like a set like everyday schedule, which is the same thing every single week. And after a couple weeks, the ship becomes kind of down bad. Like, you start running out of food. The quality of the food also goes down. Sometimes the ship store starts running out of food if you don't razz and stuff. So having your own snacks, especially for like backup, is essential. And also for like watch and stuff. Sometimes your watch schedule is like during a meal hour, or like you have watch right after eating, and you can't sit there and go in the line like 2-3 times, because the portion sizes are like micro sizes. I feel like I eat a lot, so you can't just sit there and keep getting back in line sometimes. So if you have your own snacks or whatever, you could eat them during your watch time, eat them between meal times, to like not come back from underway 20 pounds lighter, feeling like you haven't eaten in like 3 months. And when you have like snacks and like Red Bulls and stuff, you become like a demigod on the ship. Like, people will trade almost anything for some snacks, for some Red Bull, for something, especially when the vending machine or the ship store runs out of that stuff. Bro, you could get almost anything with a Red Bull. Like, people are like, we're so caffeine addicted that like people will just be like, hey, you got a Red Bull, I'll sign your PQS, and you're just like, bet. Especially if you buy like a pack of them, you could finesse so much stuff with just some Red Bull. So number 4, I will say having extra toiletries, like toothbrushes. Don't go on deployment with 1 toothbrush. You will take an L. Don't do it. Don't do it. Having extra towels, at least 2 towels, I would say. And then like extra soap, all that stuff, because honestly, if your toothbrush touches anything besides your mouth and the toothbrush holder, that toothbrush is done. Just throw it away. If your towel touches the ground getting out the shower or getting out your rack or something, that towel is considered dirty until you wash it. If your soap hits the ground, yeah, I'm just gonna throw that soap bar away. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna pull out another one. So having spare everything is like really beneficial. And also, I would say for towels, I used to use a regular towel underway, and I noticed that like sometimes it takes forever to dry, or sometimes it starts to smell because it's taking forever to dry. So then I like decided to get microfiber towels because they're still soft, they still dry really well, but they actually dry a lot quicker like after your shower. So you could leave it hanging on your rack and it's gonna dry a lot quicker compared to like a regular towel. And I also learned to get a shower caddy. So because I have like my brush, my shampoo, conditioner, like face soap, body wash, and carrying all that stuff to the shower, you're gonna look like dumb. Like you're gonna be like struggling, the ship's rocking, you gotta go through like 3 doors to get to the shower, you're gonna look dumb. But if you just have a shower caddy, put all that stuff in there, go to the shower, hang it up, no problem, do all your stuff in there. And you could even use it like when you're washing your face and stuff in the morning, and instead of having all that stuff rolling around in your rack, it's all in one place, so you could just pick it up and just leave it hanging after your shower. It dries off super quick. That's a pro tip. And the last thing I would say is have a good amount of entertainment. Some underways or deployments are really busy, so you don't have like a lot of time to like watch movies and stuff like that. But I will say having books, movies, video games, all that stuff, because like underway it's like so repetitive that it becomes like mind numbing. Having something else to distract you makes a big difference, and it kind of pulls you out of that environment, if that makes sense. Like last underway, I downloaded 3 seasons of this show. I did not make it through all 3 seasons, but every night I would like watch an episode or something, or I would just like watch a piece of it, and it like kind of like distracted me from the fact that like I'm like on the ship. And I think that's probably like really good for like your mental state. Or having a book, like I also read a bunch of self-help books, so they kind of make me feel like I'm working on myself, although I'm like out in the middle of the ocean doing like all this other stuff. It's like I'm still kind of working on my personal goals. And if you made it this far into the video, I'm gonna drop a bonus. Bring extra brown shirts, extra underwear, extra socks, anything that is like, I guess you're gonna change on a daily. I hope you change your brown shirt and underwear and socks on a daily. That's a very big health concern if you don't. But those things, sometimes the washers go down, or there's just like so many people. Like I remember last underway, I spent a week trying to wash my clothes because every time I tried to go wash it, all the washers were being used. And then we had like 2 that were down for some reason because somebody broke them somehow. So having extras of those are going to come in clutch, especially when like the showers, or not the showers, but the washers are down. And like after razzes and stuff, like I'm not gonna lie, you come inside all sweaty and stuff, changing your shirt and then putting on like some body spray, not like Axe or anything, but like some body powder to like dry off. Like that stuff makes the biggest difference. I'm telling you, because you don't want to be that person to show up to watch or to be walking around the berthing smelling like musty and stink, and people are just like, dang. So having extra brown shirts, socks, underwear, that is my pro tip. Please, if you take anything from that video, please take that pro tip, because like people be walking around smelling down bad, and it's not nice. And I would also recommend, if it's your first underway, seasick patches, because my first underway, they gave me the pills and I took a fat L, but the patches actually worked. So I bought patches on Amazon, and I just have like a bunch of patches every underway. They're just like on standby, and you can have them on for like 3 days. So usually by the time you hit that 3-4 day mark, your body's kind of adjusted. But if you need to, you could like keep them on for however long, and they have saved me a lot, because like my first underway, I was like vomiting, I had headaches, I was drowsy, I was just going through it. So the patches make a difference. If you like this video, leave a like below. Subscribe for more. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. I have a 100 subscriber video planned and some ideas for after I hit 100 subscribers. And leave a comment below if you have any tips for anybody watching this video. And I'm out.